So I got a happy text a few days ago. A friend of mine said she had the day off over the weekend, one of the days off, and did we want to get together? I said, yes, I do. This is a person I just adore, and I was delighted she had some time off because she works very hard, and so does her partner, and there's often not enough time for us to get together. But why don't you come over for lunch? We'll have a great time, and I will see you at 12:30. And I was right. We did have a wonderful time, and here's how it all went. Well, first things first, in the evening before I started clearing off, this table in the living room is my everything table. It's my laundry table, my craft table, my incense table, my candle table. So I had to turn it into a dining table. First thing I did was I grabbed my tablecloth. I thought this brown one would be nice. I really like this fabric. I got it years ago at a thrift store, and obviously it was wrinkled, but this was the night before, so I was keeping my fingers crossed some of those wrinkles would even out by the next day. So I decided I was going to have a quiche, and I was going to have some soup because I had just taken soup out the day before from the freezer, so it would be ready. And I got started. When I have a last minute event like this, I usually grab whatever's quickest regarding the crust for the quiche, and that was this Jiffy pie crust mix. It always comes out great. It's 98 cents at Walmart, and I always have a couple of boxes around. I made my crust, and I prepared some vegetables, some sauteed mushrooms, some grated zucchini, potatoes I'd already cooked. It was still a little early, so I wasn't ready to put the quiche in or to go any further with it, so I decided to start setting the table. And I pulled out 2 plates. I didn't even look and see what plates I was pulling out. I just put my hands into the cabinet, and these 2 came out, so I thought, okay, I know it's a little fall looking, but I love the look, and I thought it would be fun, and those plates wanted to be on the table. Otherwise, they would not have put themselves in my hand. Now would they have? I have a little lantern, and I put a fresh candle in it. I thought we would light that while we ate. I brought out my tea because we like to drink tea. I like this little container. It was my grandmother's, and it sits on its side, so it's perfect for pulling things out of it. Since we were having soup, I took out my soup mugs, which are so much fun, and put them on top. As you can see, the amount of wrinkling on the tablecloth was not reduced at all, but I was full steam ahead anyway. I do not let details get in my way. In addition to the vegetable soup mug, I also have an onion soup mug, and I think a potato soup and a tomato soup. I don't know what. I got them for 25 cents several years ago at a thrift store, and they're just really fun to eat soup out of. Since we were going to have that vegetable soup, which is tomato-based, I pulled out the Dano seasoning, which does its best work on tomato-based foods like the soup. And here it is, cooking away in the crock pot. I set it up so it would be nice and hot by the time my friend came. And got the quiche put together, put in the oven, and this is how it came out, just beautiful and lofty. I added cheese and milk and eggs. That 1 box of Jiffy pie crust mix makes a nice big quiche, enough crust for a big Dutch oven like this. And I continued to set the table. I thought, well, let's go for it with the fall colors. I had some red napkins, so I put those out. And they come from my stash of paper products, which I use when I don't have any water here, which happens, I don't want to say on a regular basis, but it happens on enough of a regular basis that I have this stash. The tablecloth looks a tiny bit better. I don't stand on ceremony so much when friends come over. If I do a tablescape for, Tablescape Tuesday or something like that, yes, I do make sure everything matches. But as you can see, I don't think there are 2 pieces of silverware that match, and obviously the teacups or coffee cups don't match. But in cases like this, I'm more about function over form. And it was good enough. I have a little cornucopia on the table all the time with things I found on the property, mainly acorns and pine cones. And I thought, let's throw in this tiny pumpkin that I grew too. Pulled out some oranges and a knife if we wanted some of that. I'm a big believer in oranges in the winter. I've been eating one a day. After I got sick after Thanksgiving, I just thought I can't do this again. And by the way, this cute little lamp that I had on, I got at a thrift store in Ukiah. I did a video about it a few months ago, and the friend who was coming today was the one I went with, and she encouraged me to buy this one and another smaller one, and it was just a great buy. I love it so much. So I put out a trivet, a knife, and a serving piece for the quiche in readiness. So that was our lunch. It was really, really good. We ate and ate and ate, but there was plenty of leftovers. I had soup the next day, the leftover soup for dinner, and I sent half the quiche home with my friend because she loves my quiches so much. And she brought me this beautiful little wooden house as a hostess gift. Isn't it cute? It has a hanger on it. So she said maybe I could put it outside on my porch, but I said there's no way. I see what those cats do on the porch, and I see what other animals do out here, so that's staying here. Just adorable, totally unexpected. I loved it. So it was a wonderful way to pass a winter afternoon. There's nothing better than good food, good conversation, and a good friend. I hope you have plenty of all of those. Thank you so much for watching.